Typically, yes. One sec, let me figure out if I can. I don't know how to do this. That's okay. All right. Well, I guess we can start from where's like a beginning spot. You very first session came across on the water. There were scientists here. You guys refused a map because you can't read, and so we traveled upward. Um, Michael got his skateboard, basically, made from the body of a Mr. Handy. Um, I guess going backtracking, I forgot actually. Um, Michael with his uh very like difficult moving ability tripped over the tent and stumbled upon the a scientist getting stabbed with some sort of needle. He falls on the ground, um, and goes kind of limp for a second, then gets up and starts going crazy. He runs to the water, and nobody stops him. Now going back to where we were, went up. Michael got his um, skateboard thing. Went up north more. Oh, past that. I think you guys went to a sign somewhere. North, 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 north. Yeah, where was that? That was pretty far. Where's Kalispell? There's Kalispell. Oh, it's covered up. That's why. Somewhere in this general area. Actually, it's right here. So green on the map would always be the located like scientist areas. But a scientist comes running over, it leads you to Cobb's house. Do you guys remember Cobb? He could be a bad guy. You never know. So yeah, led you to his house, and let's think for a sec. He, yes. Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay. So he sent you to go and tag things with, uh, that's right. Where? Oh, okay. Okay. That I guess I'm back too far then. But um, so he told you to go and tag stuff a long time ago. This is in October or so. Um, and you guys went and blew up the factory, which is right here in shambles. He released or I guess Michael's computer intercepted his logs, his journal logs, field logs, and all that. Um, and then you came back. He saw something in Tom's hand, which was actually a bear. It was just a little stuffed bear. He took it from Tom. You guys stayed the night, and then he sent you to go and gather feathers. And instead of gathering feathers, you jumped on top of a giant turkey, injected it. Yeah, the turkey had a seizure, started morphing or whatever, like just kind of his body was changing shape and such, muscles like yeah, changing, moving. Um, let's see, yeah, that you started to fight a super mutant. Super mutant ran away. You came back. Cobb. What did he do? I can't. Oh, oh yeah, was it Michael? No. So that's right. Oh yeah, and so you found out that he was hoping that you would essentially die, I guess, or he'd gather more data for his experiment or whatever he's doing. Let's see. What else? Yeah, I guess we can skip over some things because I don't remember what happens in between. There's Dr. Elias Ward. He's like Cobb's assistant type of dude. He sends you off with him, which brings us to I think last session where is it? This guy. Yes. So you went to their little investigational area. Won't let me zoom in anymore. Um, and he was talking about some weird creature. You find out that he had been experimenting and lost track of this creature. And there's a bunch of blood and guts all over inside of this building, which is just missing the top half from whatever environmental factors. And he sent you to inventory this wagon. Do you guys remember what happened with that whole thing? What you found there? Yeah. All the stuff's just gone. Do you... And so they took you back to their little base, right? Perfect. Um, yes, I mean you that's actually really funny, yeah. I mean, I'm like, yeah, Cobb was just trying to get rid of you, let's be real. with with the cats that you are. Um, do you keep do you remember why I have this green stuff on the radar here? This green. He did. He threw acid at the raider, and then I don't know if he actually shot or not, because I'm pretty sure Michael was up next. And Michael is like, well, I better undo what Tom did, and heals him right after he gets a bunch of acid on his chest. So it was this whole, who is it, Peter? Peter and Jesus moment? Chop the ear, heal the ear type of thing. So, and that was all before the raider even had a turn. Yeah. So anyway, let's see. They gave Michael A couple vials, I believe. But let's see, I'm gonna make sure. Acidic substance slash sample vial. Michael has 2 vials of FEV, or if you're Jasper, it's insulin. Um, okay, cool. So you guys did that and then walked with Elias down south. But I do. Okay. And Elias said, "Hey, can we figure out what he's doing? Because he's messing around with some sort of injection. He didn't catch what." And so you guys were thinking to use Stimpaks on him or something to that effect. And yeah, so he was. Let's see. And then you got down into a building, which is this one here. Oh, no, no. Holy cow. I don't know if you can see my cursor typically, but there's this building here. You guys went in. There was a body down. So this is the table here. There's a body here. Um, there's movement. Elias says, "Hey, come into the light." Dr. Arias, is that you? And then we showed the picture, which is where we ended off. If I can find him. Do you remember who it was? Remember what he looked like? Okay, this was kind of an important point. This guy. Do you remember him? Yeah, that one guy. That's all. It's all the same. Yeah, it's okay. So, okay, perfect. Thank you. Yes, it is. I was hoping that would click after a second, but yes, it is. Oh, oh, here he is. Okay. So yeah, Tom chased after him after some hesitation. Um, this is, I think, the second session or so. So you guys got out of the water. Essentially, this is back full circle. Um, so you guys arrived here. You went up to this tent. Michael tripped into the tent. The guy gets injected and runs out past you guys after punching the guy that injected him. Runs into the water. Potentially tries to drown himself or whatever he was doing. Nobody followed, so we don't actually know his intentions. But went into the water. Tom saw a just essentially the coattails, the white coat sticking out, and decided to abandon his actions and told them that he turned into a mud crab and disappeared. So that is that guy. Well, I mean, this is him. Yeah. So he's got this beefy thing, so that's neat. That could be fun. Yeah, nastiness. So, well, yeah, we got some of these. There's you guys. Okay. Well, I just was thinking it was all of you together. Oh yeah, there's Jeff. There's all of them. I think I feel like this. That's Michael. Yeah, here's Michael. I think this would be. Well, you have blonde hair, but his personality is more like Jasper here. He's always he's always beating up Tom. Yes. And then the other guy goes. That's pretty much the whole show. That's entirely it. Yeah. So good stuff. Okay, well we can so Dr. Arias is the name. All right, I guess we should probably draw him out again just so we can establish who's who. Okay, yeah, let's take a mini break and then go. That's a good idea. I'm gonna mute myself. Previous, yes, it's been a while. Yeah, this would be pretty fun actually, because I have a. I was telling Michael I have a little iPad attached, so I have essentially a tablet in front of me. You're using William's iPad as a little pen thing. See how it does. Nice. Okay. Here you guys. Oh, I was just quoting Goonies, even though I've never seen it. Yeah, a weird looking dude. Uh, oh yeah, he's nasty. He looks like a gremlin almost. Because the ugly. Hmm, I love Pink Panther. I love both versions of Pink Panther. Not the new stuff, but the old stuff. Hmm. Yeah, Steve nope, Martin. Steve Martin. Oh, that's right. Amboga. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh boy. We have a guy at work that like mischievously says they're my boner pills, as if he's embarrassed, but like he's not embarrassed, but he is. I don't know. Umberto is his name, is the funny thing. Such a random name. Sweet. Okay, so let's go with this here. Yeah, kind of. All right, so we have scientist number one. Let's say we have you guys in green. Oh, that is not a good color. There we go. You guys in green. And then we have Mr. Mudcrab, also a scientist. And he has now stepped into the light so that you guys can see how nasty he looks. And they're talking. So got that there. Yeah. So not currently. So there was surrounding fires. You could see. Oh yeah, that is a good point. So I did draw these out. You could see light coming off of this stuff over here in the water. There is flame on top of the water. And then there are, I guess, other things in the distance that are on fire, yes, but not in the close vicinity by any means. You do, and this is night, kind of more evening. Is it dusk? Is that the word? 7, 8, 8:30, whatever. And so yeah, you can see that light emanating off of the water. Is that Tom? Hey, Tom. Did you just finish everything? Oh, sick. Yeah, that's exciting. You've had enough. Yeah, good job. Wait, we're in June. Um, okay, and then so to clarify, the building that you are next to is not on fire, just fire down in the water, kind of in the distance. You could say, there you go, a couple blocks away, you could say. And so that's how far away this is at the shoreline. Yeah. Hmm. Correct. So this, I'm calling it Fog of War, if you've heard that phrase. Um, it's just, yeah, different. It will get erased if you decide to explore it. Okay. Okay. Um, you do notice also, so you're in this building in the middle. Um, it's weird. You notice some light coming off as well. Let's make it this pink. Um, just kind of down the road a little bit. The red is the fire, yes. The green dots is you. Oh, sorry, the two red dots in front of green are the two people you're talking to. So you have this guy, who you found out is the one that you said turned into a mud crab, and he kind of did. And then and then you have the other scientist that seems to be on your side and against Cobb with you. So two Elias. So we can even I'll put that in there too. Um, yeah, Elias is talking to probably yeah, probably. Um, so Elias is talking to Dr. Arias, and um, Dr. Arias had just said we need to get back at Cobb. This is what happens when you don't do what he says. And he steps into the light and he says, I need help to get revenge. Will you guys help me? Yeah, sure. Are you committed? Revenge on Cobb. And I'll start, I guess, in character of him now. He said, yes, revenge on Cobb. And you notice that his arms are shaking a little bit as he speaks. His chest kind of twitches as he breathes in and out. No, I don't need water. I'm always it hurts always. My chest, my arms. It's usually where the ah, and he kind of moves his big claw and it kind of cracks a little bit, crackles as he moves it slowly back and forth. He says it's always it does seem dry. It always hurts. And these mirelurks all over me, these crabs, they hurt too. So I need help. I get revenge on him and I don't know, maybe give him a taste of his own medicine. But most of all, if I can fix getting these off of me too. I don't know if there's a way to reverse it, but anything helps. Whether it's revenge, killing him, who knows? I don't care. Sure. Let's see. Let's see. I have to remember more about your character again, but tell me how that works again, if anything, or if it's just scanning for medical. Okay, never mind. So we've got, yeah, that's what I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. So we have medicine, we have a four, and then perception. So you would do 2d20, we'll say uh, difficulty 2. So you have to beat or match 11. Okay. So you notice um, within your scanners, there's basically his entire body would be kind of lit up and brighter color. You can feel within yourself um, if there's any beeping, depending on if you wanted it to beep, you would essentially be like very, very loud, quick beeping as if you're right next to something uh, that is detected with what you have. I guess you would know that it is um, essentially the virus all throughout his body. And Elias looks at the three of you and says, "Well, I'm game. What are we gonna do?" I mean, I don't know if it would be the right thing to kill him. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. What do you guys think? Just straight kill him? What about? That's funny. I don't think he cares. What about? Couldn't we figure out if there's more we can learn about what's going on? Or I don't know. I know that this goes a little bit more deep. Wait for what? No, no, no. I'll tell you. So basically, you say what you want to do. I'll tell you if it requires a check. So like if you're trying to persuade something, really, if it's anything out of your control, then it would be like, yes, let's roll. He stiffens up. Wait, which guy? Which guy do you? Well, so who do you put the thing up? Who do you put the sword up or the knife up to? Machete? Yeah. I mean, you committed to one, I think. So pick one, top or bottom. So, so Tom, yeah, as Tom puts his machete up to his neck, uh, one of one of the arms, you start to see some movement, and there's a small crab that kind of reaches his arm up and touches his hands to the machete, and essentially is pinching um, your machete, kind of giving some distance between his neck and the machete. And he says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." Tom's character is something the Radiator, Archie. And we'll also do this too. Yeah, sure. What would you like to do? Oh, all right. right, so remember we have, I think it was science and, oh no, it'd have to be agility, right? Intelligence? Science intelligence. Um, okay, it depends. So are you trying to do this quickly, or is this more like a communication gesture? Okay, so I think we can do intelligence for that then. Yeah, that's fine. So you're doing, yeah, I think it was 11 again. Hold up, 8 and 4, so 12. Mm-hmm. 5 and 15. Let's see. So, like that. Okay, so um Michael, as you place your arm next to, or I guess on Tom, right? Am I correct? Actually, you know what, Michael? Let's do this. Yeah, tell me what you do. Tracking his back. Okay, perfect. Let's call this to be, darn it. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yeah. So you step up to him. Okay. And so as you uh, place your hand onto, or I guess your shock hand onto Tom's back, you start to charge up. Tom can probably feel the warmth. Tom, do you want to do any sort of reaction to it, or you just, is your guy going to be aware of it or no? Yeah, we could do a perception roll, and let's say if you succeed. All right, Tom, let's have you do 5, 5, and athletics. Let's do that. Um, would you want to move your body away from it if you feel anything? Because we could do a athletics as well. So we could do a 7. Okay, let's do it. Give a roll there, 2d20. He's threatening him. Oh, okay. I can push through this real quick, don't worry. So yeah, Michael charges up, um, and you see kind of a blue shock come out of it, uh, into Tom's back. Tom tenses up, and um, you see his arm drop. Like, so it stiffens and then drops. His arm is back down, and Dr. Arias says, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much for that. I was a little confused." So we're back to normal now. If you would like, go ahead. So Shot cannons. Four. So 4d6 is what you do. Right. Okay, let's think for a second. Little combat. There it is. Three, five, five, six. Okay, so Tom has some burn marks on his back. He took 3 damage. You hear the sizzling of meat to add to all his scorch marks on his back, probably anyway, from the explosions at the beginning of the game. Yeah. So yeah, he's like, well, you guys are nuts. I don't know if I want to trust just killing the guy. Can I tell you maybe what I know, and then you can decide? This is Elias talking. He's your supposed friend. And he looks at the three of you, glances at Dr. Arias, and he says, I think I'm just gonna tell him. So far, they haven't really understood, what we're doing, but for some reason, there must be a reason that they're here. Um, so yes. So yes, we asked for help. Yes, they came. And honestly, even since your last encounter with them, Dr. Arias, where they didn't help you, you went in the water and you came out like you were. I'm gathering that. It seems like Dr. Cobb has been using them to further his experiments. And what I'm seeing is that he's kind of lost his way. Like it's obvious the fact that you disobeyed and you were experimented on. That's the fact of the matter. So I don't think that he really cares that much. He's more interested in the experiments and the people that we have to, you know, do all this for. I I don't think they'll be happy with what he's doing, or I don't know. I guess I don't think we're safe either. So, and he looks back at you three and he says, whether or not you gather what I'm trying to tell you, there's more than Dr. Cobb here at play. I would say yes, he is the bad guy. He is the immediate problem, but there's some, I don't know, political things in the background too, and I don't know how to go about them. I'm afraid to go about them. Will someone else take his place? I don't know. But I guess whatever you guys want to do, I'm here to help. I don't think that he's the right solution to be around, but I just don't know what's going to be next if he's gone. I can promise you you're good at distraction. I, I have to be honest, I am actually quite interested in his background. There may be not that kind. I need to know where he's from, but we can get to that after Cobb or something. It doesn't matter. I am interested. How does he absorb, I guess, energy? How does all that work? Whatever. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Did you message? Correct. Put it into Files Protectron. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Hold up. Let's figure out the mechanic on this. So Michael, you can keep typing what you want. Do you? Okay, yeah, perfect. I think since you since you guys can't, what? Did you use it for that? Okay, so yeah, um, Elias says, I don't know where he's from and I don't know how his skin works. How does he absorb radiation and emit it? Um, and then he looks over at Michael because some text kind of flashes onto his screen, and his eyes go wide, and then his eyes squint again with a little bit of a scowl, and he says, "My mom? What what do you mean by that?" And then onto Michael's screen again. So it sits there for 20 seconds. He kind of goes silent, and after about 15 to 20 seconds, it starts to jumble, and then it says, and he reads out loud, uh, "System error, rebooting, text-based messaging." Oh, and it says timeout for 15 minutes. Wait, does that mean you can't talk again? I mean, I guess he can make noises, but I don't know. It's interesting. Well, I'm happy he can show text now, at least. Don't have to do a mime sort of thing. Yeah, he put words onto his screen. And can you guys not read? Oh, we are gonna have a fun time, aren't we? All up against Cobb. Great. Dr. Arias is crackling over there, and he kind of chuckles to himself, and he's like, "These kids, I knew it. They don't know what's going on. They're just children." Okay, let's see. Michael, I sent you a message. Uh, Dr. Arias looks over at Elias, and he says, "So, do you see that they've been dumping a lot of the fluids into the water again? Have you heard anything?" Elias looks up and he says, "I don't, I don't think he knows what he's doing, and he's getting rid of quite a bit of fluids. So I think a lot of that is just to get rid of evidence, maybe." Um, there's a lot of, well, okay, I guess to add what I know, we are an offshoot of the Institute, I don't know if you guys have heard much about the Institute. Most people don't think that it's real, but we used to be members. Um, Essentially, we're trying to sell to the highest bidder. That's about it. Um, Research, a weapon, I guess. Well, I mean, that's the idea, and then we would replicate it. Ah, a prototype. One big boom, huh? No, a prototype. And from the prototype, we make more. And it does use quite a bit of virus liquids. Essentially, a lot of it goes back into the water. This strain is flammable for some reason. It doesn't typically go underneath the water. It tends to stay vaporized, um, but yes, flammable. Huh? Strain? Uh, oh, uh, Bugs, chemicals. Let's see, bacteria, body. Your whole body has a whole bunch of just living organisms inside of you, bacteria, but in this case, they're not living. A virus is not a living thing. Um, so this strain of virus mixed with bacteria, mixed with proteins, just different pieces of your body built together to turn into something else. That's how the virus works. FEV, you've heard of that, right? I hope you've picked up on that by now. No. Wow. Okay. Let's see. What- What's going on? Wait, is there something? Your mom? From earlier? I'm so confused. Help me. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I love it. So yeah, Elias says, oh, okay. Um, well, I would say that I don't know. I guess we get going and figuring out what we're gonna do. Um, let's see. I guess I mean one is too many, honestly. I'm not proud of what we do. Yeah. Suppose we could try to fix this issue with him, get him out of pain. Uh, I don't know. Do we want to kill him though? But what if Cobb has the cure to Arius? What if there's other people he's been hurting already and we just don't know? Hmm, hmm. All right, Dory, give me. We're gonna do a roll of. Let's do charisma and oh gosh, speech. You have one. Oh gosh, six. Go for it. I would say give. Oh my gosh! Wow, I love it. Yeah, 1 and 4 is fantastic. So you had to roll a six or below. Yeah, and you yeah with the one you actually got three successes. So that actually beat the two. Um, yeah, I mean you said what you're gonna say already. And he thinks for a minute. He says, honestly, I don't know where to go from here, but I think you're right. I mean, I have this gut feeling that I don't know that it's gonna solve everything, but I guess maybe it's the only way forward. Let's do it. Um, he stares. Uh, ki kill Dr. Cobb, right? Right? Oh, so we'd have to investigate more, though, correct? Or are we just gonna kill him next time we see him, or maybe set up a trap? Hmm. Okay. Wait. Okay. You see Elias pull out a piece of paper, and he starts writing on it. He says, "Okay, I have a thought. I don't know." And he says, "I think we'll need maybe a couple doses of the FEV." And he also looks up and says, "I'm gonna give this to you, robot. Okay?" And he says, "Couple doses of FEV. I think we might need his access codes, and that's just in his house. Let's see. I feel like we need some muscle too. There might be something we need to get past." Yeah, you do, big guy. And he looks over at Arius and says, "How does that arm do? Can you cut through things? Can you hit? Is it making you any stronger?" Um, Arias uh, says, "Well, I guess, but I would much rather be kind of a last resort, but I'm willing to break some things if we need to." And he looks back into the room that he came from at the beginning. Um, whoops. And he says, I don't know if you heard the gunshots before you came, but there's a guy in there that was trying to get me. I did just, I thought it was a light hit, but uh, I think he's more than unconscious on the ground right now. Um, yeah, yeah. I would say, whoops, where am I? I clicked on the wrong thing. Frick. But yeah, give a perception plus something to this Discord game. There we go. Okay, there we go. So we have perception, which is 7, plus your, hmm, you can do medicine if you're trying to, I guess just tell me what you're trying to do. Okay, let's see. So then let's do a perception and survival, which is, so that's 9. Roll 2d20, 9 and under. Okay. Um, with that, you can sense that um, there's a very, very small trace of FEV on the ground. Um, Essentially, it'd be the size of a quarter, I suppose, on top of the body where the person was that he was pointing out in the room. You can't tell if he's alive or dead, but you can tell that you can sense the FEV without any visual, that type of thing. And so that body is down here. And I should clarify, are you like walking up to him and everything? Oh, okay. So yeah, you okay. Okay, perfect. You can, from what you can tell, there's nothing else in the room, people or movement in the room at all. Yes, you can. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you want to go closer? Okay. Um, it's based on um facial appearance. You don't recognize him. I haven't seen you haven't seen him before. Um, you vaguely um can see that uh on his face there is a little bit of red coming out of the side of his mouth. His eyes are closed. There's no movement in his chest. And let's see this guy. He comes around and just kind of leans in the doorway and he says, I didn't know. I swear I didn't mean to hurt him. You see a gun at the guy's feet as well. Okay, perfect. Okay, so in this room, Jasper says that, and Elias says, "Yeah, it sounds like it," and he starts walking over to the door as well. Come on, it's hard to get rid of this crap sometimes. But okay, so you can kind of see as Michael, as you get closer, some of this doorway is opened up a little bit. And you can kind of see into this next room area. As you are entering and getting closer to his body, you also still feel a little bit of movement as far as FEV tracings and such in the building, getting a little bit stronger as you move that direction. Okay. Let's see. Dorian Tom also following. Okay. Okay. Elias says, I am pretty sure that's what we should do. Robot, what do you think? And he holds out the paper to you that he'd been writing on. I'm gonna make this thing bigger. It's like not erasing very quickly. A little shocky too. Okay. As you enter this room, let's clear out a little bit extra. You start to see a little bit of, I guess, cooking equipment. You see some lab equipment strewn about as well. Um, Throughout the walls and a lot of the, I guess, appliances that were here. And it seems vaguely that this place used to be um, maybe a restaurant or a cooking area of some sort. A lot of appliances and such. Um, Several of the appliances have large dents in them. Um, you see Dr. Arias kind of looking sheepish at the dents. There are some small holes in the wall as well. And he says, a lot of my transformation happened here. Uh, you could say so. Well, the issue is that this is permanent for me, though. Okay. Okay. Let's see. You see yeah, you see a little bit of um, kind of a green liquid in the corner right here in this area. There is some fluorescence coming in, and your radar, or I guess your sensors pick up. Um, yeah, luminescence, you could say as well. Okay. Okay. Um, could we have all three of you do a perception roll, and then Michael, aided by either science or medicine? Oh no, 2 and 16. Okay, and 114. Tom got the 20. We'll resolve that in a second. Tom, tell me what, if you were to move or be interested in any of this, what direction would you head? Down, left, right, away? True north. So you would head north, away? Okay, I think I'll resolve that right now. Tom, as you are, um, I guess, walking away from the scene, um, he does trip, uh, and hit, kind of, yeah, stumbles, lands headfirst into so this center area is a table. Um, there's a bunch of it, yeah, a bunch of silverware equipment. There's a plate or two, a couple glasses, and then some vials that are empty. Tom lands on top of the dead body, or I guess assumingly dead. Um, gets a little bit of blood on his pants and sleeves, and there's a loud crash as um, two plates and a um, glass cup fall onto the ground and shatter. So now there's glass on the ground there. And Michael, your sensors indicate a little bit of movement, the luminescence and such, but not the stuff that's in this room does start to move, seemingly following a wall. Okay. Okay. In this room, okay, you see the tables, the booths and such. There's an entryway. There's dirt on the walls. Um, most of the windows here are broken. Okay. Um, And then in this corner over here, let's use this guy. Pick one of these. Okay, in this corner over here, there is a large orange and brown, kind of earthy looking mass um, with uh, kind of, oh my goodness, vine-like tendrils coming out of it, and it's spreading along the ground, kind of tree, almost tree-like or almost even vein-like. Um, let's see if I can do smaller ones. Kind of heading out in this sort of fashion, winding up and around. What's that? Oh, okay. In this corner here where I'm drawing, um, there's a large orange and earthy mass. You see kind of tendrils coming out that are, uh, I guess, luminescent to you. To the normal eye, they would have a little bit of shine to them from the lights coming in through the window or the open door. There's some shininess right here. And they kind of are coming out a bit like, I guess, just trees or um, maybe veiny type of tendrils coming out of this large mass that seems to be made of the same thing that Arias's arm is made of. Correct. Crabs. Okay. Um, yeah, we'll stop there for a sec. But yeah, go ahead. What would you like to do for any of you? It depends. Do you pull up text every time you talk? Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. That's so cool. Okay. Um, as you speak, you hear the rustling coming from outside. It sounds like the pitter patter of many feet, kind of clicking on the gravel and pavement outside the door. Yes. So you can kind of, um, I'm marking stuff that's kind of visible to you just as outlines and such. Uh, the other two of you can, I assume, hear the noises. Um, Meanwhile, all this is going on. You can, um, it seems like all those tendrils, the large mass in the corner, it is all of it just kind of slowly moving back and forth as if possibly even underwater. You could kind of say just like this slow movement back and forth, maybe as gusts of air or wind kind of uh, maybe irritates the hard, crusty crab-like shell. you could say, but it's sort of moving. It's not exactly hard and crisp like Arias's arm would be. Whoops. Okay. Um, Arias doesn't seem to be concerned by any of it. It's as if he's almost ignoring that whole corner. Uh, Elias looks at you and he says, I don't, yeah, what do you have in mind? I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. I've never seen this. I mean, this is outside of my realm. I'm more, I don't know, scouting information, science. But this is completely different territory. This is biochemical engineering. But what do you? Okay, and shooting things maybe? I just have a small pistol, but that's all right. Um, he looks over at Arias and he says, "Do you know what this is?" Suspiciously, and like, what is this stuff in the corner? And Arias says, "I don't know what you're talking about." Uh, Friends? No. I suppose I could. I don't know. I've never. I mean, the first time that I really talked, I guess, was to try and defend myself. Should I try? All right. Well, okay. Let's do this. Uh, and so he starts to head down into that um, room. I'm pulling up just dice because I don't like using the other thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So he heads down into the kind of more dining area, begins walking over toward this route here, walks in between, and you guys start to hear kind of clacking a little bit more, and there's you can I guess we'll just do it from Michael's perspective, I guess. Um, yeah, so you start to see Michael the movement of where the most noise was coming from. It enters and goes up close, kind of to him, and Arius, somewhat scared, says, "Can you understand me? Do you do you know who I am?" And you hear just tapping on the ground. So there's just tapping, and he starts clicking with his mouth also. I don't know what to do. And there's tapping, there's more tapping, and just back and forth. And he turns around and looks back at you guys, and he says, "The weirdest part about all this is that he hasn't attacked me." And you guys do recognize what it's one of those crab-like creatures. Oh, I don't know where the pictures are anymore. I don't have them. But let's see, admire alert. One of these guys. Oh gosh, not that. These. There's one big one. Here, let's do this, just so we can have a reference picture. Oh my gosh, where is it? There we go. He says, "Come to think of it, this area is known for a lot of these Mirelurk folk, and honestly, I haven't had any issues with them at all." Um, he starts kind of stomping his feet as well, um, and he says, um, "Do any of you know Morse code?" The the Adams language? Oh, yeah. So he looks back at the three of you, or and also Elias, and says, "Do you any of you guys know Morse code?" Morse code? Okay. What does that spell, by the way? Are you doing? Oh, perfect. Okay, that works. The um crab kind of changes its um direction. Well, oh my gosh, its gaze looks up at you. Yeah. The extra gaze. He looks up at you and starts to take a couple steps toward, and like snapping his pincers at you. Um, and you see Arius kind of reach out his large claw and sort of block it a little bit. Um, and when he does make contact with that, um, you you see kind of just the relaxing and all the, I guess, muscles of the crab, um, like stop being agitated, and it just kind of relaxes and looks back up at him. And he looks back at you guys and he says, "I can I can sense him." He says, I can't, it's not words, but he feels like he's family, maybe, with me. I don't know." He laughs. He says, "Am I a dad or something?" see, one sec. He starts. He does start to click though, and he's looking at Michael. Um, okay. Uh, Morse code. Okay, let me see. Is it? So you hear kind of a ping, the three of you. Um, Elias looks over at it and he says, "Didn't you already say this? Your mom?" And Arias looks back and he says, "I guess. I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember half of this stuff the time that I've been here. I know I've mostly hung around out here, but I haven't seen these guys before. At least I don't remember." Um, give me one second. All right. You start to hear clicking, and there's that for, I guess if that helps any, but you start to hear clicking. I can't do Morse code, but it would be like, I don't know. Anyway, you hear clicking and communication. Um, and so Michael, I guess I'll just send you. There's a hard way to do a mechanic of that. I don't know how to make it work online necessarily, but does does that first word make sense to you, Michael, as your character? Okay. Do you know what it is as a player? Oh, fun. Okay, that's neat. Okay, hostile target. Oh, the Mirelurk. Yeah. The. I mean, you can say mud crab if you feel like it, but either way works. Okay, so you're walking toward him. Oh, okay, back up here. Okay. Ah, what the heck happened? Are you guys still there? Okay, good. That was weird. Um, so stream paused. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Okay. That. All right. So, um, you can see up toward the top area. So through essentially a window where they would be serving food, you can see a light emanating from that room. There we go. Okay, and the brightest spot would be about in the middle here or so. Let's see if we grab there. Is that this? No. There we go. Hopefully this doesn't change your picture. There we go. Okay. Okay. Sorry, one sec. I gotta find where I put everything. Correct. Yeah, you're probably pointing out up here, maybe? Okay. So you're heading out that direction. Okay, I'm trying to pull up stats for this guy, but I'm apparently mentally handicapped, so that's neat. Let's go manuals, master copy. That's true. I can't take that. Sorry. Hey, denizens. Okay. Let's see. Angler. Seriously? This is a little depressing. I'm like trying to find where I had it because it's been a while since wonder. I mean, I guess I don't know why I'm looking it up. That's fine. Um, let's do this. Okay, so you're heading in. I love it. Okay. As you're approaching this area right here, the door is currently shut. There's a bar, just a simple pipe wedged in between the handle and the wall. Um, the as you're moving closer to the door and going out of the room, there's a lot more movement, um, more clicking. There's several uh, different sources of clicking now, and the other two of you start to see um, several small, but still same shape, same everything. It's a little bit dark, and so it's kind of hard to see, their features and everything, but they look very similar to the bigger one. Um, they're maybe football size, like, mixed ranges of football size to, I don't know, um, basketball and such. So various sizes. There's about 12 of them, pretty small ones. The kind of the teenager-ish one that Tom had seen at the very first session or second session. And they're all crowding around uh, Arias. Um, he says, "It sounds, it doesn't sound safe, but I don't know. I guess I could ask, huh?" And he looks at them, yeah, puts his hand on the bigger one again, and looks back and he says, um, "They're unsure. I don't think they've investigated either. But with that window being open, it seems like that room could be safe." And he says, "They've been here a while also, and neither of them have interacted." Okay. Do you just knock only? Okay. See here, knock. And there's just silence. Okay. Yeah, nothing. Still silence. Okay. So there's that bar on the door, and then it's just a normal pull handle, twist and pull. Below, I guess, where the bar is crossing. So you guys gonna open it? Okay. So as you open the door, let's do it. Okay. And I will do my best to not draw and just kind of explain. So you hear who's gonna pull the door open? Okay. So as Jasper um, pulls out the uh, bar crossing the door, and you hear the clattering of the metals scraping together, uh, set on the counter, and the door opens slowly with a lot of creaking, um, more metal scraping together as if the door hasn't been opened in quite some time. As you open the door, blue uh, starts to fill so blue light starts to fill the room that you're in. Um, the Mirelurks begin to enter the room as well, kind of following the source of the blue, and they're getting closer to the door. Um, with the line of sight that Jasper has, Jasper can't see anything in there except for the light and um, the edge walls, the normal linoleum floors, a couple tables, and a sink. Still just blue, but a lot brighter blue. There's a house. Shall we take a look? They're quite interested already. They're moving closer and kind of slowly poking their heads in. The littlest ones getting as close as they can to the edge. Um, there's more clicking, um, messages, I guess, being sent back and forth between the two of them. And finally, the big one, um, we'll just do him as white. He barges through and stands in the middle of the room. Okay. Um, let's do some of this too. Oh, that's not dark enough. Maybe this. That'll do. Okay, so blue filling this area. Yeah. And then the little Meyer lurks, kind of walking. The big guy goes in the middle here, looks, and um, he starts clacking, tapping rapidly onto the ground, and he kind of lets out a screech. But he's more like dancing up and down, more than scared, is what it looks like. Doing it, and then he definitely seems happy. And so he starts to walk over, and he pokes his head in, and he says, "It's asleep. It's asleep." Uh, People call it an angler. They're very dangerous, and I'm a little confused. They tend to hang from the ceiling, and he's doing that. Um, but with all the noise and everything, he hasn't moved at all. Come in, come look at this. And he points at it, says, "Come look at this." An angler? Yes. I'll pull up a picture in a second. You're gonna go in or no? Okay. Jasper's afraid of water. I think I remember you saying, or something like that. Okay. Tom's going in. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get this. There we go. I like this one. This is a good picture. Okay, so if you can picture this. Oh man, that's lame. Don't picture anything apparently. There we go. So we'll do this type of thing. Can I rotate it? I can. Let's see. Flip vertical. Perfect. Okay. So it's hanging upside down, arms and legs, or sorry, hands and feet attached to the ceiling. Um, the blue, you guys know what an angler fish is, though? That's what these are named after. Okay. Yeah. So hey, hey Lucy, hey baby. So the light is um sitting curled. Yeah, that's fine. Sitting curled, just like in the picture. Um, Eyes closed. He's just kind of sitting there, muscles tensed, but completely immobile, like 100%, no movement at all. Um, Michael, you're not getting any sort of reading from him, virus-wise, and it's just sitting there. However, um, in the corner of the room, where is it? Gotta do, here we go. In the corner of the room, there's a small black box. Whoops, that's green. Yeah, small black box, about, 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. And it has a small antenna and a very faint yellow blinking light. There we go, coming from the little box. Um, Arius has not noticed anything on that yet. Um, who is in still? Okay, hey, big girl. Yeah, tell me what your role you've got. Let's give it a hey. Lacey's tooting. Um, yeah, we'll do perception, science. Um, Actually, you know what? I'm going a little bit different. Let's do perception and repair, which might actually be zero on it. Oh no, you have three? Wow. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, perception and repair for Michael's scan. Oh, okay. All right. So what you can tell from this box is that it's emitting a um, I guess an output signal from this box, and it's being directed specifically to something in this room. Um, you can tell that um, the, I guess the receiving end is not completing a full loop currently. And so, let's see, Tom, you're in that room also. Could I have one more roll specifically for both of you? Um, let's do perception and hey, look at you. Let's see, would it be science? Let's do survival. Perception, survival. So you got a five. Tom is good. Can you roll one more? Oh, heck yeah. And then seven for Michael. Oh, okay. I'm going to use or have like an action point for myself later to cause a problem. Um, okay. I will cause problems later. Um, so yeah, there's no receiving. You guys both, Michael, what did you roll on that second perception check and such? It's okay, I can hold her. She's fine. Oh, 19, 20, that's right. Oh yeah, so um Yeah, I'll just save that. So, Tom, with your 1 and 5, that's or 1 and 5. I'm gonna give you a little bit extra information. You see a very, very small, using your keen sense of vision in this very moment, in this blue light, emanating some sort of radiation that you're familiar with, potentially. Um, for some reason within you, your acute senses kick in, and you see a small, um, I would say it's, I don't know, I guess the size of, I don't know, like a charging cable's long piece, just that wire. It's about as big as that, and it's um, about an inch long, and it's coming out of the neck of the creature. There is no blinking or anything like that, but you do see a specific um, black. It's kind of a silhouette just at the right angle for you to notice it. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. Destroy it? Reach for it? Okay. And if you decide to touch it, I can go from there, but so yeah. So you're reaching for it. You want to touch it. Okay. Okay. As you make contact with the black little prong sticking out of it, it makes a small spark, but that's about it. But as that spark happens, you see the yellow switch from just a solid yellow light with very minor blinking to a red, then black back to yellow, red, and it's just like a constant back and forth. Red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. He's staring at it. Arya says, "Hey, be careful. I don't know if he should mess with his stuff. This looks like something from Dr. Cobb. It's and as you reach for it, you can feel that it's stiffly like put into the creature, like it's stiff in there. If you were to pull it, it would pull a little bit of the skin as well, like as if you would have to fully yank, I guess. So it's in there pretty stiff. As you touch it, you can kind of see the skin moving a little bit with the poke and such. Um, on the box, you see a good old symbol that, there we go. Printed on the box, you see this black symbol here, which you may, I mean, it's only been a couple of days. You've probably seen this around here and there, written that text that you can't read, but Kodiak Division is what's written on that black box in the corner. So, so, um, yeah, finally Elias kind of steps in, feels a little bit more interest, and he says, "An angler. Hmm. These are more common in our area here in summers, but they typically don't come out of the water, or at least this isn't their typical area to be in indoors. So what could he be doing here?" So I feel like Cobb must be, I don't know, wreaking havoc with this when he can. Um, do you remember, uh, I guess, have you noticed him talking? He believes in, I guess, technology. Um, he thinks that there's a lot that you can do um, with robots, with um, connections, I guess, over radio waves. I would assume that this is some sort of controller, maybe that he's been working on. I don't suppose. Do we want to take this thing with us? Well, the box, not the beast. Or do we want to break it? Well, the box. I suppose. you're you're outside. Okay. So Tom walks over and shakes it. Okay. Um, as you're shaking it, you can feel just components inside of it, as with any other technology. Just very, very slight movement. Everything seems to be firmly stuck in there. No extra sounds, nothing knocking around. Maybe a couple, maybe screws that are loose. Um, as you shake it, you do notice a kind of a just a slight twitch of the hand that makes a kind of a slosh noise, as if the wet skin on the roof kind of twitches when you move it. And Arya says, I wonder if could we turn this somehow on Cobb? If this is his work, hmm, could we bring this box to someone who knows, I don't know, to hack into it? I don't know. It's it's a bit, yeah, it's like it's basically like a cube, like a 1 by 1 by 1 foot. It's basically a mini TV, mini TV size. So kind of bulky. Yeah. No, that's okay. No worries. Yeah. All right. Um, yeah. He says, well, let's store this. I guess we'll bring it with us. We could take it back to the lab, um, and figure out where to go from there. But this seems promising on something we could do. Uh, I don't know what yet, but we'll think of something. I'll come up with some ideas and let you know in about a half hour, is what he says. So before next session. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we'll stop there. Um, I'll get some things ready for next session, and it should be more, yeah, a little bit more direction to it. So hopefully a good start of interest in a few things that can happen. So Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but well, cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. We'll do more movement of what's going on in the next session. But thank you. Good start. Yeah. You too. Love you. Good night. We'll see you. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah. Thank you. Kind of figuring stuff out as I went, so it's always hard to know how to move things along. Um, yeah, still figuring it out. It's hard, but oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, no worries. Yeah, yeah, I think it'll improve as we keep going again. So I don't like I feel almost bad, I guess, in the sense of okay, I know what direction I want to go and what we're going to do, but it's like it's hard to, and it's not because of you guys, it's just hard to move it along. I don't know, just inexperience, I guess, but hopefully improving as I go. But that's good. Thank you. But, um, not ex like I get what you're saying. I don't know. Are you getting at though? I think. Oh, okay. Okay. You can. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you can. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say what you want to do without revealing it in potentially the way that you have imagined, and maybe not in a way that's as impactful as you want, right? It's like you're debating whether or not to say it because it would be cool, but also the experience of it is cool too, so you don't want to give that away, maybe. Oh, no, no, no. Please add, you're okay always. There's, I do a lot of preparation, but it tends to deviate as I go because, um, it's like you have assets, I guess, that you can throw in, but they tend to like become their own thing as you add them in. And so I have, I don't know, it'd be like the difference between drawing a picture and then throwing it into, I don't know, a physics engine and all the pieces start to scatter or do stuff that you're not expecting. So always, yeah, you can always feel free to add in or even joke about something and it could take that direction and I'm fine with that. So if it sounds cool, I'm open to it always. Oh gosh, which is hilarious. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. He did not trust you. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. See, so like the FEV injectors, you've been collecting them? Okay. I wonder. Yeah, go ahead. Mm, okay, I gotcha. I will make a fail-safe idea kind of thing, essentially, of if or when that does happen. So, I feel like I need to develop the strain specifically a lot more than I have too. So, which is something I was thinking about today. So I'm glad we didn't get in touch with him today yet. So, okay, I love fun. I'll think about it and figure out, I guess, what could be the effects of if that happens with him because Cobb has been doing his things too. So, yeah, I don't know. Uh, have you picked up on? Do you remember what happened when you tried to heal him? Is this why you're doing that? There's the time where you found. Oh, you forgot about your dog. Crad. But um, yeah. So the remember when your dog went and bit him or something like that, and you tried to come up and help. I think. And you okay? That's when you're trying to help him. Did you notice something? That's right. Okay. Yeah. The dog bit him, and I don't know if you remember what kind of. I think I wrote it to you. Maybe I gave you some sort of hint of something. Let me see if I did write it to you. Let's see. Lives. Here we go. Um, just a beep in the logs. Voice logs. I think I said just a beep, maybe. Okay. So as you were close to him, a very faint beep is what you noticed coming from Cobb, which is potentially odd to you, but depends if your person would care or not, or if you would care as the player. But so, and you, I guess I don't know. I would assume you and your character would know um, what happens depending on doses of FEV. So I don't know if that helps any thinking about it, but I find it interesting, so I've kind of pursued the idea. So, I'd say it's quite a bit. Um, yeah, yeah, same. 2 vials. I love it. Well, cool. Yeah, I'll think about it and figure out what to do. I'll develop. I think that's probably the easiest way to not biased do anything, but just think back to when I first was starting what that strain was supposed to do of the virus. So, and then go from there. That way you can do whatever, and then I'll like whenever it happens or whatever, I'll I guess figure out how those two interact. So, hmm, correct. Yep. Hmm. Yep. You have, and then you have the logs from Cobb saying that you guys eliminated a non-volatile strain by blowing up the um, Nuka-Cola plant. So that's, I guess, something to consider too. If he has a non-volatile strain that he was investigating, found out it wasn't effective since you guys inhaled it. That was something he talked about in his log, or at least was getting at. So, but yeah, well, I love it. I'll look into it a ton. I'm, I'm glad that you're interested in it at least. That I'm doing an okay enough job to get interest. Um, I, I, I like sincerely feel like something from my DMing is missing, and I can't figure out how to incorporate or figure out what it is. So I don't know. If you have that sort of input, I'm always open to it. I just feel like there's, I don't know, maybe I need to watch other people DM or something, but I can't figure out what it is. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, not being able to read and such. Like like mute, but not really. Yeah, sign language only almost. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, it clicked. Cool. Thank you. I know what's missing now. Okay. No, that helps a ton. Okay. Like not I didn't like obviously solve it. I can't put it into effect quickly, but I know how to make it a little bit different. I want higher stakes, so now I know what I'm gonna do. So, okay. Awesome. All right. I know what I've yeah, cool. All right, Michael. Well, thanks again. Sure love you. And yeah, I appreciate who you are and and also this DM side and player side, what you've been doing too. So thank you. Right. Well, have a good night, man. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. It would be nice to be closer again, but I'm glad we at least have this. Yeah, thank you. Um, yeah, dude. I yeah. There's I guess thoughts that I have. Um, I don't know. I feel like I should, even though you don't care probably, but I don't know. I feel like I should apologize for having been a turd sometimes the past couple of years and then ignoring texts and junk. So I don't know. Thank you, I guess, for for not holding it against me. Yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I think I just needed to grow up a bit also and not be so stressed about things. So, um, yeah, it was like it was mainly just like the gaming side, which is funny because now it's what I really want to do. So I think timing was just wrong on it, and then I was like protective of my time and scared also of not having enough to do pharmacy junk. So that's all. That's where I was coming from, and yeah, thanks for being patient with that overall. So, oh, I don't know. It was your outlet though too. So I mean, I get it for sure. Yeah, and then for me, it was like another thing to my already chaotic existence, things feeling out of control. So, also my brother, um, was apparently, at least from my understanding, a little suicidal or something, and I think I was trying to figure that out, um, just at the wrong time. So, um, yeah, and I was just panicked and stuff. So, I don't know. Yeah, but he seems to be doing a lot better now. It was, I think, a career change type of thing that was too much for him. So he just didn't know where to go and felt hopeless. So I think a lot better for him now. Yeah. So life's weird. Yeah. Well, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. And same to you. Yeah, I value a lot more than I've shown, so I appreciate you. Yeah. Okay. Well, I love you, buddy. I'll let you get some sleep. I'll get ready for work tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, we'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye.